The Sailor Nation Sports Network would like to announce the first ever Pinnacle of Pride sponsor, the Sailor Classic. The Sailor Classic is a golf outing fundraiser created in 1990 and focuses on ways to enhance both the student athletes and the true fans' ability to experience all that Mona Shores has to offer. The Sailor Classic has provided a multitude of areas of financial support for athletics throughout the Mona Shores school system. In 2001, a foundation was created under the Sailor Classic to fund scholarships for qualifying student athletes. That fund has since grown to over $150,000 and has helped several students-athletes begin their college endeavors. The Sailor Classic is held every summer. For anyone interested in either becoming a sponsor in the Classic or simply participating, please see the Sailor Classic Facebook page for the most up-to-date information. Thank you, Sailor Classic, for your generosity and support of our Sailor Nation Sports Network as the very first Pinnacle of Pride sponsor.
And we're back, and I hope you're back with us. We are coming to you live from Sailor Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Mona Shores High School. Nick Davros, Joe Kanukin, the family's all here. Kimmin is up on top, and a precursor, if I may add, to events down the road. And I'm talking about next week.
Next week, yep.
But before next week comes around, we have to take care of business this week. Because what looms down the road is a potential conference championship game. In order for it to be a championship game, we need to win tonight, my friend.
Got to win the one in front of you. That's what you got to do. And, this is not going to necessarily be a pushover game by any stretch of the imagination. Jenison does have a very, very potent offense. And that's one of the things we should we'll just quick run our keys to the game here while we're waiting for the beginning of this. My keys to the game. Good secondary coverage. Back when they played against, I think it was Fruitport, they had quite a few great passes. A couple of them went for touchdowns. We've got to get good secondary coverage on those wide receivers as they let loose. Time of possession is going to be a huge factor in this game. We need to, especially with this rain, we need to get that time of possession. We need to make sure that we capitalize on every opportunity that we get. So if we capitalize on any turnovers that we may be able to capitalize every time that we have the ball in our hands, putting points on the board, we should take a win away from the Sailor Stadium tonight.
Agree. I was wondering, Kim, well, we're videotaping on a tape delay, but look at the young man at the middle of the field there was born with spinal bifida. He's part of the Sailor football program right now. He was at Matt's youth camp this year. Nice young man, lives in my neighborhood. I just met him. I can't remember his name, but I'm going to reach out to him. But he's kind of like an honorary captain for the season.
That's great stuff.
So I'm glad Kimmin was able to get that, and all the more reason why we got Kim in that tent, because he can stay dry and doing it, because it's downright miserable. It looks like the Sailors have won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they will be kicking off from the south end zone heading north. That kick will go. Jenison in the 5-2-2 setup to return the ball. Jenison down a little bit from last year after that nice run into the playoffs.
Still dangerous, though. They
Still
do have
absolutely dangerous, and they're packed with a lot of kids, 50 strong on the varsity. So we are getting ready. It is the first quarter. Okay, Black, conference action here from Sailor Stadium. It is a homecoming Sailor Stadium, and we are underway, and the ball slips off the tee. So there's going to be the
anticlimactic beginning to the game.
Yes, it does.
And I'll tell you what, it's a absolutely soaking rain.
Oh, it's just.
I got to give a lot of credits. We haven't packed the house, but we certainly have a lot of people out here that have come to this game, and actually quite a few people from Jenison too.
And it's, maybe we'll be able to get some live stream going on, but the different umbrellas, it's kind of cool. You just see them sitting down there being all covered. So we are now underway. DeKuyper, and nice. Keegan DeKuyper kickoff going to go down to the 10-15 yard line across the 20, 25, and he's going to be tackled there at the 30 yard line by number 13 in our program. That is Braden Coey. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats of Jenison.
Heather Hall said earlier that all these kids that we have, these great kids that are helping us out, are certainly making us look a little bit older, Nick.
Oh,
but making us look good at the same time.
You sitting next to me really makes me look old because you're just a young pup, okay? Just remember that. 1st and 10, trips to the right, split to the left, lone back for the Wildcats here. Motion to the left. It's going to be the jet reader on that left side, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of about 2 yards on a play. Ball carrier is number 18. That's Zamarius Walker, tackled by number 6. That's Kyrie Hamill. So it's going to bring down a 2nd down and 11. Ball's going to be marked at the 30-yard line on a soggy night here. My friend, it's, your keys to the game, time of possession. The run. The run is going to be huge, I think,
tonight. Yep.
Here, right here. Ball carrier.
Beautiful low tackle there.
Tackled by number 9 for the Sailors. Cami Sobich at linebacker. It's going to bring up, he gets back to the line of scrimmage plus about 1, so it'll be 3rd and 9. So your keys to the game were excellent, I thought. Possession. How do you get possession? Tough night. I say tough to throw the ball and catch it, just because even with gloves, it's going to be slippery.
Yep.
Can we establish the ground game? But I love your keys to the game.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I can see you put a lot of time and effort into it.
I did.
No, it's good. We got trips, right, split, left, empty backfield, twins to the top. The Wildcats back to pass this ball, and it is caught by number 4 as he tippy-toes the line. They're going to say he did catch it, and that was a nice acrobatic catch by number 9, Nicholas Raschek.
Well, and we've seen this play before from other opponents where the defensive left side, so it'd be the offense rolling off to the right.
Correct.
They find that soft spot right in between where the linebackers are playing and the secondary is kind of holding up. And all of a sudden you get somebody that floats over to that right side, and it usually, if they can roll out, they're open in that soft spot. And that's what's going to happen
because it turns into run-pass option. Now your linebackers got to say, do I cover
up,
or do I come up? Fake to the jet. Cross to about the 40, down to about the 32-yard line. Tackled by number 3. I believe that's Kobe Travinger. No, Longmire on the tackle.
And
Longmire on the tackle. The ball carrier, Jaden Vandelson.
Great tackle by Longmire.
Open field.
It was open field. It was a nice low tackle, and he was going for that ball too. Turnovers or something that may very well come to play.
And as slippery it is. We're going to be a 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 33-yard line. The jet to number 18, and he is going to get about maybe 1 yard. That ball carrier is number 18.
We talk about pursuit on defense. That was great pursuit getting that out to the outside. We got a Shores player down on the field.
Zamarius Walker on the carry. We got an injured Sailor, so he's going to take down. It's number 5. It looks like it's Kobe Travis. 6. Number 6, Kyrie Hamill is going to be down. So we're going to take a medical timeout. Your score is still 0-0, 9:32 remaining in this opening quarter. Again, we're OK Black Conference action from a wet Sailor Stadium.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to monashoresathletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
Had a chance to get a break. Kyrie Hamill being escorted by trainer Mike Schuster. It brings down a 2nd down 8. Ball's at the 31 on a continuous rainy night here, Sailor Stadium. OK Black Conference action. Twins to the bottom. Motion to the left. Going to be a little dive to that inside ball carrier. Joey Cerner on the tackle. Number 50. Brings up about a 3rd and 5. And, the rain is just coming down in sheets with the wind. It's just sheets of rain.
And, you saw earlier in the radar, it looked like we might get a reprieve, but it just did not come.
Relentless tonight. Trip to the right, twins to the bottom, empty backfield, motion to the right by the Wildcats. Quarterback's going to keep the ball and pick up about 2.
Be short of that first down, though.
Short of that first down, so it's going to be 4th and about 2. in this weather, I don't see a field goal attempt right here. You go for it. Punt's not going to do you any good.
They haven't had a chance to test yet whether or not their defense is going to be able to hold, but absolutely, they're calling it a long one. Just heard Dan say that, and you absolutely go for it down here because
absolutely.
You have the ball first possession. If you're going to go against this Mona Shores team, you're coming in as the proverbial underdog. You've got to take your points when you can get them, and this is where you.
The history of these two coaches, Rob Zeitman and Matt Kozak, go back to the Muskegon days when they were both coaching under Tony Anise. We'll get to that in a little bit, but there's going to be a timeout on the field. And this is a good timeout. Can we stay here a minute?
Yes, let's stay.
This is a really good timeout right here because number one, you're fairly deep in Mona Shores territory. You're fairly deep in Mona Shores territory. Number two, it is a 4th and 1, so a manageable 4th and 1 to get it. Okay.
Correct.
Who knows how long if you get back in here. So you go set it up. You can't kick a field goal. It's just not conducive for your field goal team to come out here.
No, and honestly, it's still a long kick. I mean, even on a great day, there's a lot of things that could go wrong trying to do a field goal.
It's a 42-yarder.
It's a 42-yard field goal, which is a big kick for
poke.
any type of high school football team. But there's so much more that could go wrong on the snap with the water out there.
The snap,
it's
the
just
hold,
so much stuff.
You're
much better off.
Absolutely.
Trying to go for this. So here we go.
So we're back. We got twins to the top. Tight end to the right, so we got trips right, lone back. In motion from left to right is going to be the fake to the jet to the left side, and he looks like, boy, this is going to be a close spot. This is going to be a really close spot. He's coming on. It does not look like he got it from the initial spot.
No, he does not. It's very close. Did you see a flag on the play? Yep, there is flag. There's laundry right in the middle of the field.
There is?
Yep.
Okay.
Right where the ball is at.
Face mask. Oh, my God, it's a face mask on the sailor, so that's probably going to be a 15-yarder. That could take the ball, half the distance. No. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to take the ball down to the 10-yard line.
Yep,
wow, what a break
outside,
for them and a tough
outside
call for us.
It's about the 12.
Yeah, put it at the 12, so it's going to be first down. First and 10 balls marked at the 12, 7:58. We're on the far east side of Salem Stadium, heading south.
You talk about the gamble of going for it.
Oh, yeah.
They did not get it. Shores was
no,
able to
I didn't
stop
think
them.
they got it. They looked like it was short, my friend. Twins trips right, split left. Jet going around that left side, and I'll tell you what, he's not going to get anything. He's not going to. I'm surprised to see them really trying to go horizontal on the Sailors. This kind of a night, number one. Going horizontal is not going forward. You're just going horizontal.
Yep.
And they've had a lot of success, unless they're trying to set up, some interior run with the jet.
Yep, and it's putting a lot of miles that don't end up mounting up to anything.
Well, yeah, right. It's a lot of miles going nowhere, really. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10, gain of naught. You like that, naught?
Naught, that's right. 7:08 and counting in the first quarter, still 0-0. Here at Sailor Stadium.
And a nice crowd tonight. Yeah, homecoming.
Homecoming.
Motion left. No, they're going to change it around. Split backfield. Going to go for a little pass right there. It's going to go out there, and he is down to the touchdown. So they bring both backs in motion. They go to a split back with a quarterback. One back, the tight end goes out. One back slides out. Nobody picks him up, and it's touchdown for Jenison.
Well, and we talked about it from the standpoint of, wanting to make a statement early, going for it on that 4th down, not trying to kick a field goal, all that kind of stuff. This is exactly why, because you need to come and try to punch Shores in the mouth, and that's exactly what they did.
Snap the kick. It's up and it's blocked. It's exactly something that you just talked about.
That's right.
God, you're the visionary. You are a visionary. What do they call people that can predict things before that hand?
Prognosticators.
Yeah, that's what you are, a prognosticator.
Prognosticator.
So you're just a man with a dream and a
microphone.
That's a prognosticator.
A prognosticator.
I mean, you're just – we're going to touch base on that later on. Your score with 6:52 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 6-0 the Wildcats. Hey, take a quick break, but please come right back.
Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today to get that sponsorship going.
Welcome back. Score 6-0. If you've been away and just joining us, welcome. Sailor Nation Sports coming to you via the audio. It's a little pooch kick. Going to drop down there at about the 25-yard line. Brady Rose is going to pick it up across the 30, 35. Going to be tackled at the 37-yard line. Brady Rose, the little utility knife that he is, can do it all.
The Swiss Army knife.
The Swiss Army knife.
So I wanted to point something out, Nick. I got to tell you how good it is to have a spotter. We haven't had a spotter
in a couple
2 weeks in a
2
row.
weeks. So we've basically been doing overtime.
Really,
overtime
a lot of. I'm putting
Johnny
in for extra
Hall
work.
back in the booth with the boys. All right, trips to the right, split left. Motion Rose on the jet. Going to keep, Boersman's going to keep the crawl across the 40 down to the 50 into Jenison territory. It's going to be run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Hatcher, fake to Hatcher. Keep the Boersma. Boersma picks up some good real estate.
That was all on execution, and Boersma sold it. Boersma he fed it to him like he was going to give it to him, and at least 3 of the Jenison Wildcats went right after him. Boersma was able to run right up the middle.
Ball marked at the 47. Trips right, split left. Hatcher, the lone back. Rose in motion. Hatcher going to go around that left side, across the 40, down to the 45, 30, 25, 20. Hatcher running down the field. Is going to be run out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Sailors racking up some serious real estate on the first 2 plays of the game, my friend, and looking very good here.
We'll go back to last week where Trey Hatcher rested. And you can tell that he is 100% on
He's got some nice fresh legs.
And he does. He really does. Yeah. And that's really good to see him back. Anytime you watch him run, we've talked about it. It's like watching a work of art.
Oh, it's poetry in motion. Andre Burke's getting some good reps.
Yep, absolutely.
Double tight end set, double wing. Hatcher, the lone back. Hatcher going to get the ball. Hatcher's going to cut a little bit, gain about 3 yards on the carry, bring up 2nd down and 7. Ball's going to be marked at the 12-yard line. Tackled by what number, buddy?
56 and 28.
Tackled by number 56. That's Andrew Medley. And number 28, we're going to look at Dylan Andrus.
6:09 and still ticking off first quarter. 6-0. Jenison is up. A blocked PAT.
Yeah,
on that touchdown,
and
which
that can
helps.
loom huge down the road.
For those that are just joining us out here, we are audio only tonight from Sailor Stadium, homecoming. We'll give you what we can.
Double tight, double wing, fumble on a play on this little spin move by Boersma. He jumps back on it. It was a double tight end, double wing set. By that I mean there's 2 tight ends on a line of scrimmage next to the tackles. The wings offset off about 5 yards from the end.
And I didn't see exactly what happened. Did it bounce off of his hands and go up?
Yeah, the mesh was bad. When he did the spin, it looks like it was going to be a little spin trap. And it probably hit him like right in this area right here. So it might be with the weather. You know,
first
it could have
fumble of the
slipped
game.
Yeah,
That's right. Yep.
So it brings up a 3rd and 10. Going to be a passing situation, I would think.
A question for you, Nick.
Oh.
The referee, center of the field,
Yes, sir.
was pumping his hand up and down. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm embarrassed to say that.
I thought I was asking somebody that could give us that answer.
Yeah.
Apparently we'll have to look
Hides
that
a
one
little
up.
step. Boersma going to keep the ball. Boersman's going to cross. Boersma going to get the first down. Boersma going to rumble down to about the 2-yard line.
Boy, that was a great run. Some strong push, keeping his legs moving at the very end of that to get the first down and a little bit more.
I'm going to let you talk because I'm going to look it up because now I hear I'm a coach for 40 years. I don't know what that is.
Well, I appreciate that. I know you are very persistent when it comes to wanting.
Well, I know because I want to know the answer to something that I don't know. We call that learning. High school.
Shore's on the 1-yard line. Snap to Caden Boersma. He runs around the left side in for the touchdown.
Boy, untouched too. Like You know what? Do you remember last year's game at Jenison at all? Let me see if your memory.
Vaguely.
The shootout, overtime,
yes.
million
Okay,
points,
yep.
and we said last team with the last team with the ball obviously is going to win. It went into overtime. Remember?
It did. Yep.
Now I tell you what, right here we marched right down methodically, and it looked easy. To be honest with you,
if we go back to the very first possession that Jenison had right after this PAT, the Kuiper kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:39 left in the first quarter, it's the Sailors 7 and the Jenison Wildcats 6. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Your Sailor Nation Eye in the Sky tonight is Kim Kodos from Impact Media Group. For any production needs that you may have, contact him at the listed email below.
Want to welcome everybody back. If you are just joining us, shame on you. Should have been here earlier, but we are glad that you're with us because we were up 7-6.
And I'm going to stop you. John Huizinga, class of 93 with me. He was our quarterback in football right after we get done with this play. Kickoff goes down to the 10-yard line. It is fumbled down to the 15. He picks it back up. He's going to make it up to the 20.
No, and he's going to be knocked back to about the 18. Okay. All right, go ahead.
So, John Huizinga, he says it means reset the play clock.
Is John an official?
No, John is not an official, but he was our quarterback in high school.
Well, John,
class of 93, Mona Shore Sailors. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. You taught us both something. And I got to say hi to my mom and my wife.
Hi, Mom. Hi, wife. Glad that you're listening. Wouldn't be the same without you. It's a family affair up here. Base vet, twins to the top, twins to the right. Quarterback with a nice fake along that red side. He's going to pick up about 6 yards. That's number 2. Jalen Vandelson tackled by Brady Rose.
I tell you what, Cerner was still tackling the guy over on the left side.
Oh, that was a heck of a fake. Absolutely it was. But I want to thank your friend for letting us do that because I was looking it up and I was, well.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. And see, social media at its best.
It is.
And it's just an amazing thing. Twins to the top, split to the bottom, lone back. Number 24, he's going to get the ball over that left side. That's number 24, the ball carrier, Caden Bolhush. Tackled by who, Joe? Tackled by number 24 for the Sailors.
It's going to be very close to a first down. I think they're looking to see.
24 is probably the sophomore, maybe. Elijah Johnson, I think.
Okay, they're going to call this third down and probably 2 or 3 inches on this.
Is it Elijah Johnson? Yeah, I think 24 is
Elijah. Ours 24 is Elijah Johnson.
Okay.
You brought him up last week.
Okay.
He was the one that really kind of
oh my God,
his coming out party last week.
Had a nice talk with him in the locker room. I wish him the best. And he's going to be on our sideline next week as we go for a conference championship along with a freshman.
Congratulations on your power win yesterday.
Yeah, power win 8-0. We struggled, but defense did a heck of a job. We're going to take a break. We'll fill in a little bit more on Coach Swanker's great little freshman score, along with our JVs. 3:11 in the opening quarter, in a long opening quarter on a soggy night here at Sailor Stadium. 7-6. Come on back.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to monashoresathletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
Number 24 is going to pick up about, we're going to give him 2 yards on the carry.
Buckholz get the call.
Boschholz.
Down by number 53, Carson Merrihew.
Merrihew on the tackle.
Be a first down for the Wildcats.
It's going to be a first down for the Wildcats.
They had about 3rd and 2 inches to go on that one. 2:55 and counting down in the first quarter. 7-6. Your Sailors are up on the Wildcats. This soggy homecoming 2019. Motion to the right. Quarterback keeps, tries to make it around the left side. He's going to make it down to about the 35, down to about the 39, just shy of the 40-yard line. Looks like he's going to pick up about 8 yards.
Want to say hi to Lisa Bauer. She's listening to him. Want to know why there's no live, visual live stream. It's, just things are out of our hands right here. And Athletic Director kind of was hoping that, the weather would clear up, obviously, and we get some people here.
Yep, and we're, as always, we are going to bring you, whether it's audio and visual or just audio, we will still be out here. bringing you everything that we possibly can in the Sailor athletics world.
Empty backfield, trip to the right, split, twins to the left. It's going to fake to that to the trip side. Quarterback number 2 is going to carry the ball, Van Halston. He's going to get the first down, and some little wrinkles in the offense, which are honestly kind of intriguing to me to see what they're doing right here.
Yeah, and I think there's going to have to be some adjustments. Jenison's found some stuff on that left side that they've been able to take advantage of. A little seam that they keep testing, and they're making the chains move. So
yeah, and Rob Zeitman, head coach, is the offensive coordinator, kind of like Matt Kojak, goes back to the Tony Anise days. And Rob's done some college. He was at Kent State for a while. He was at Chippewa on the east side. He was at Northview in Grand Rapids. Helped Tony up at Fair
fumble.
State. And no, he's going to break loose. Going to cross about that 50, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. We'll make it 3 yards, the official on that far east side. So a lot in common, but very innovative with his offensive schemes.
Yeah. Again, we talked about earlier the possession. And the taking advantage of any time you have a change of possession, a fumble, anything like that. We almost had one there. They dropped back to pass. It was kind of a slippery ball. Just kind of turned it into a broken play and got a couple of yards out of that.
Second down and 8. 18 the ball carried. Travinger.
Boy, I'll tell you
coming
what,
out of his linebacker spot with just a hit.
When we get to play this post game, and I want you to mark it right now at the 47-second mark.
Oh, the first quarter,
Funnest. That was the most fun I have seen in a tackle. He tackled him, he hit him, and the field is so wet he slid about 5 more yards.
Yeah,
back.
that was a stick by Trav. Brings up a 3rd and 12, a loss of 4. Ball's going to be marked at the 48 of the Wildcats.
We mention the money down all the time. 3rd down, we are midfield. This is a great big money down right here.
Yep. Fake, going to go pass. He's going to be tackled by that interior, led by number 9, Cam Sobish.
This is exactly what the defense needed right here. After that drive down the first possession that Jenison had, they needed to be able to make some adjustments. They started to get some traction on this drive as well. They were to shut down that left side. A couple of losses for tackles for losses, and here we are looking at 4th down and 20.
Well, that money
punt
down,
is coming out.
Like
yes,
you said, the money
absolutely.
down was huge. You know, it reared its ugly head 2 years ago at Forest Hill Central when we couldn't stop the money down.
We sure did there.
So we have come to the end of the first quarter of action, and a long first quarter. Some scoring, it's 7-6. Come on back for the second quarter of action. Okay, Black action. Mona Shores hosting Jenison. The rain has subsided, and you are with the Sailor Nation Sports. Jenison back in punt formation. It's going to be a rugby-style punt. He's going to fake it. He's going to run on that left side. Oh, I don't think he did.
Oh, my gosh, he stopped him.
I think he did not get it. I think he's going to be a yard short.
Brady Rose turned on every jet that he could possibly turn on to be able to make that up, and he cut him off 2 yards shy of getting a first down on a broken play. Wow, that was just amazing.
Oh, my God. See. First and 10 Sailors. Ball's going to be marked at the 42-yard line, and on an absolutely incredible play by Brady Rose. Twins to the top, split to the bottom. Hatcher, the lone setback. Boersma changing the play. Rose in motion, slowing down. It's going to be a little fumble on the play. Boersma picks up the ball. Again, that mesh, it looks like it's hitting him on the hip instead of right in the belly right there. It's from what I'm looking at here. So, again, did it slip out of his hands? Was it a bad feed into him?
It looked like it was another bobble from maybe a wet ball.
Yeah, it might be. Andre Burks was the fullback in there for Hatcher. So it's going to be trips to the top on the east side, split to the bottom here. Hatcher back in at fullback. Shifts over to the right side of Boersma. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Boersma's going to keep it on a great fake. Boersma's going to pick up about 8 yards on the carry. Tackled by number 25, Garrett Blood.
Now, another score here would be fantastic. Obviously, second possession for the offense. They were able to move the ball pretty easily against Jenison Wildcats on the last one. Again, establishing time of possession, scoring on every – you have to take advantage of every opportunity, scoring each time you touch the ball.
Burke's in for Trovinger at tight end. Coach Koziak changing the play, and he changed the play based on formation. Double wing formation. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Hatcher's going to get about 5. He's going to get the first down after that gain of about 5 yards. Tackled by number 28, Dylan Andrus.
10:22 left, second quarter, 7-6. Your Sailors up on this homecoming 2019 Friday night. The rain is still coming down. We just can't get a break up there. But I am very thankful that Kimmin is up top with that tent, keeping a little bit of the weather off of him. That is certain.
Oh, yeah. It kind of let up a little bit. Now it's rearing its ugly head. Little trap there, quarterback trap. Boersma carrying it's going to get about 9 yards.
8.
8? Yeah, all right. Your eyes are better than mine because you're significantly younger. Gain of 8, second down and 2. Ball on the far west hash here on the home side of Sailor Stadium.
I want to make one observation, and this is not a good
Okay, now is this going to be one for the game?
This
or
is one. This is one potentially
it's just
for
in
the game.
addition to your prognostication.
So watching Caden Boersma run on that,
Yes,
he's going through a lot of traffic in the middle there. He's got a little bit of wing motion, and his arm is coming out with that ball.
Yep.
I'd be very careful. I'd tuck that ball in when you're getting that kind of traffic. I just don't want to see a fumble.
Trovinger on the jet sweep along that right side. Jet sweep, that means the slot is coming from left to right on the jet. Boersma hands off the ball, goes around the tight end or the tackle, and it's going to be a first down for Trov.
9:14 and ticking away, 7-6. Second quarter of the game.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, people, it's a great crowd. Glad to see everyone out here, and glad that you're listening on Sailor Nation Short. First and 10, balls at the 28. We're 9 minutes. Counting down to halftime. It's homecoming here at Sailor Stadium. Fake to Trov. Boersma's going to go downfield. Wide open. 2. Touchdown, number 8. Gary Humphrey on the skinny post.
And we talked about
touchdown.
It last week. We wanted to see Caden Boersma be able to just lay some really good dimes in there. And that was beautiful. It was right in step. You know, throwing that kind of a pass on a wet night like this, that's some confidence right there. And I like seeing that going into the game that we're at today.
Well,
next week coming up.
You talked about it as well. You know, it's kind of scary tonight how you're visioning all this kind of stuff because you said, boy, it'd be nice to get a touchdown on this drive right here. And we get a touchdown. I'm just letting Sailor Nation know this. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up. It is good. So 8:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Your Sailors up by 8, 14-6. Come on back, everybody. Get a quick beverage, something to eat, and join us.
The Sailor Nation Sports Network would like to announce the first ever Pinnacle of Pride sponsor, the Sailor Classic. The Sailor Classic is a golf outing fundraiser created in 1990 and focuses on ways to enhance both the student athletes and the true fans' ability to experience all that Mona Shores has to offer. The Sailor Classic has provided a multitude of areas of financial support for athletics throughout the Mona Shores school system. In 2001, a foundation was created under the Sailor Classic to fund scholarships for qualifying student athletes. That fund has since grown to over $150,000 and has helped several student-athletes begin their college endeavors. The Sailor Classic is held every summer. For anyone interested in either becoming a sponsor in the Classic or simply participating, please see the Sailor Classic Facebook page for the most up-to-date information. Thank you, Sailor Classic, for your generosity and support of our Sailor Nation Sports Network as the very first Pinnacle of Pride sponsor.
Want to welcome everyone back. Your Sailors up now by 8, 14-6 on a nice drive. Very nice drive.
That's a type of drive that you want to put, and that's the type of drive you should have at this time of the season against a pretty decent Jenison team.
Yep. DeKuyper with the kick. Looks like it might be going out of bounds. Yep, there goes the flag on that one. So Jenison has the option, force a re-kick or take the ball at the 35. In these conditions, I think the 35 is not too bad.
Yeah, you take the 35 on that one because you might get a better kick. Again, the weather works against both teams at the same time. So, but it could also work against you, too. If you get one that comes right in, you drop it on the ground, and all of a sudden you turn it over. That's going to be a bad day.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball is going to be marked at the 35, where the Wildcats will take over the far east side of Sailor Stadium, visitor side in front of their own bench. Twins to the right, split to the left. Sailors in their base 4-3. It's going to fake to the dive. Boy, I tell you what, this kind of offense right here, Veer, you have to do your job. So the inside for ends, tackles, nose guard, you tackle the dive back.
Yep.
Excellent example. Tackle the dive back. He didn't even have the ball, but still did his job.
Cerner fouled that tackle through all the way to the very end.
Hey, just got a score from Terry Clark, faculty member at Muskegon. Muskegon up 23-0 over Union, end of the first quarter.
That's going to be a long game again for Union.
Well, it's going to be a long game and a short game for Muskegon. There'll be a running clock by the third, by the third quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if they see a running clock in the second quarter if they're down too much at this point.
Yeah, again, they had just as much, rain. You think about it from the standpoint, both teams and the potential for injuries, that kind of stuff. Get them off the field if it's really not going to be that type of a.
Yeah, exactly. The field looks great here, though, I'll tell you, with all the rain.
It really does.
Gary Humphreys on the tackle. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. So the money down coming into play again. And this would be a break. Trips to the right, Twins to the bottom, empty backfield. Trav on the stunt. It's going to go a little pass off field, and it's wide open, and it is incomplete. But there was a blown assignment on that far east side of Sailor Stadium.
And that was troubling. We took advantage of the fact that it's a slippery ball, and it wasn't very well thrown. But he was wide open.
Oh, there wasn't anybody within.
I'll tell you what, he would have been. That would have been 6 points right there.
There wasn't anybody within the same zip code on that one, like that one, the little zip code.
Zip code. That's it. 7:23 left, second quarter, 14-6. Your Sailors are on top.
It's 4th down and 10. It's a punting situation. Ball's going to be marked the third time. Last time they punt, he bobbled it. He kept it and thought he could get the first down. Brady Rose made a miraculous play, hustling back and do it. We'll see what happens here. Spread formation on the punt. Good snap. It's going to be a little rugby style. We saw that in our JV game. Going to get a nice little roll. The Sailors are going to break and let it get, where the Wildcats are going to down it at about the 19-yard line. So Coach Check's defense has bent a lot, gave up a touchdown on their initial drive, but it looks like they're starting to settle in other than that botched assignment on the play on the Twins side on that last, because it was empty backfield, trips left, Twins to the top right there.
Well, and when you're talking about football, it's a game of adjustments. You know that the offense is going to come out with something different if it doesn't work. You have to adjust as a defense, and the more successful you are at making the right adjustments, the more games you're going to win. Yep. That's what we're seeing today.
Trips right, split left, lone backfield is Hatcher. Lone back is Hatcher. Just got a correction from Terry Clark. It is now 30-0 first quarter against Union. I got to believe it's going to be a running clock in the second quarter. In fact, we were talking to the Jenison athletic director last night after my game, and he wanted, was talking about, does Union have this? He goes, yeah. I go, God, they got Muskegon. We got them next week. Hopefully they'll have a team, because he was worried that, poor kids are going to get beat up. And a couple players got hurt in our game last week at Houseman. A couple players did get banged up. Hatcher going to carry the ball. Carries it, breaks through down to about the 40, 45, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Trajan Hatcher, touchdown. No flags. Mona Shores.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he just absolutely trucked over somebody at about the 45-yard line on his way through. That was the last tackle that he broke, and he just trucked right over the top.
He trucked for 75 yards, brother. 75-yard gain and touchdown for the Sailors. Now there's a little breathing room in here right now, and that's what we were hoping for, you know.
Breathing room, and honestly, I'd like to see. Don't let up on the gas pedal here.
Oh gosh, no. Wow. Oh. Okay. The snap, the kick, it's up and good. 6:26 remaining here until halftime. It's homecoming, and it looks like it's going to be a joyous one. Sailors up 21-6. Come on back. So we're going.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to monashoresathletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
Light drizzle has now found its way to Sailor Stadium. The rains have stopped. The drizzle has kicked in.
We will take a light drizzle compared to what we have.
We hope it stays this way or just stops completely. Sailors up 26. Hatcher on a 75-yard jaunt down that east side of Sailor Stadium. The Kuiper's kick going down to the 5,
Beautiful
10,
kick.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Boy.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 40. It's going to be 55.
It's a
He's going
great
to run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. No, they're going to mark it at about the 42-yard line. But, boy, I tell you what, if Jenison ever needed something, that was the ticket there.
Sure it was. And it was one heck of a good kick, too, in this weather. And I tell you what, I think he ran out of gas. If he'd have had a little bit more gas in the tank, I think, and again, here it is, Brady Rose pushing him out of bounds.
Yeah. Want to say hi to Lisa Bowers at home watching, listening to us. Lisa, good evening. Hope you and the family are all doing well. God, Lisa's a longtime volunteer.
Oh, yeah.
She's just a great job in basketball and everything. So we got trips to the left, twins to the right, empty backfield for the Wildcats. Got to think pass here. He doesn't have many people to hand it off to. It is back to pass. The Wildcats, he's looking for someone. A little drag across the middle to number 18 there. That's Walker. Came out of his slot formation from the top, goes out about 3 or 4 yards and just comes across the middle there.
Cam Sobish was right on his hip as he came across, and that's exactly how you want to play that.
Yep, Cammy Sobish doing a nice job here. You know, paying his dues last year as a backup, now is the starter for Coach Check's defensive unit. Brings up a 2nd down and 9. Got all that real estate for 9. Quarterback keep is going to be a draw. He's going to be, he runs out of 2 hands there. But it ran out of Hamill. Looked like he was going to, but slipped up. Tackled by number 50, Cerner.
Boy, I tell you what, there was almost a strip fumble there. He had his hand on the arm of where he was holding that ball. I thought for sure we were going to end up getting a fumble, but he was able to hold on to it. Got back to the original line of scrimmage.
So it brings up a 3rd and 9, the money down again. Boy, if they can get a stop on this would be huge. Sailors in the base, 4-2-5 defense.
5:02 and counting, 21-6. Your Sailors are up on this homecoming 2019.
Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Quarterback back to pass. Looking downfield, he's got a receiver, and it's going to be well overthrown.
Flag on
he
the
was
play.
Defended by number 24, Elijah Johnson.
And that's going to be a false start, pushing Jenison back another 5 yards. Repeat, 3rd down. We got some excitement. We got some excitement coming up for the second half. We'll save it for right now, but we got some excitement. We got some good stuff coming for the second half.
I believe that's called a tease in the
That would be a tease, yes.
That's a tease,
so
everybody.
The 124 people that we have listening to us right now, make sure you stick around for that second half.
Because you don't want to go in it because you may see something that you might miss. We don't want that to happen, right?
We don't want you to miss a single thing.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So it would have been 4th and 9 or 3rd and 14.
It's a dead ball foul, so you have to.
It's a dead ball
foul.
That,
it was an offside a false start.
Okay. I didn't hear you say that. I was going to say, boy, he's got all kinds of times. Little dunk pass over there on that right side to number 24. He's going to pick up about.
He's got at least 10 yards on that.
Yeah, he got it at least. Well, he got more like 12 yards. So it's going to be 4th down and 2. We're 4:06 and counting down here in the second half. And, now it's just a light little drizzle, nothing too bad. But, boy, pretty soon we'll check radar at halftime. So 4th and 3, Howard Clark says. Empty backfield. Going to go jet. Fake to the Jets. Going to be a quarterback draw. He's going to get the first down and some serious action. Van Dalsen on the carry, the quarterback.
Hi, Shane. So just got to thank everybody out there listening. 132 people right now.
Yeah, we were just at 124. Now we're at
338 and counting down. 21-6. Your Sailors are up against Jenison. Thank you guys for listening on some of the games we were able to do audio. Some of it is video. Just let you know that Todd is a great supporter of ours, and he's a great supporter of all these athletics. And we are working through the school and the MHSAA and all the hoops that we got to jump through to bring absolutely everything we can to you guys live in some fashion every single time that we have a contest.
Absolutely, but more importantly, though, we'd love to have you come out and say hi to us.
And
First and foremost, we'd love to see all of you.
Yep.
Because it's just that important to us to see, you're part of our family. If you can't, then we'll always be audio. And then every now and then, like next week, for instance, are we live streaming?
Next week, we are full live audio video. That is correct. The big game.
Yep. It's the game. It is the game. It'll probably be the game in the state. Come on out if the weather's – just come on out. We'd love to see you. We'd be honored to meet you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Wave up at the booth to us. We'll definitely be looking down there.
And a bunch of when we upgrade some of our equipment, we're going to come down. We're going to be in the
that's
stand. Would be fun.
That
would be a blast. Yes. But, and so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Ball's going to be marked at about the 12-yard line. It's going to be the little jet. He's going to get the first down by about a yard and a half. So now we're in – 2:19. Jenison has 1 timeout left. The ball's going to be marked at about the 9. Yeah, it's going to be right at the 9-yard line right now. So that defense is going to be tested in the end.
Yep. And again, this is a game of adjustments, offense, defense. This is where the defense needs to make the adjustments. Again, you're starting to see them go to the right side now and work to the outside.
They saw something, though. The quarterback's going to keep. Van Dalsen's going to carry the ball. He's going to pick up maybe about a yard. Wow,
he actually got a good push.
He got a great push. Do you know in college now, I don't know the rule, maybe our friend knows it, you can aid the runner in college. You can literally push him on the quarterback seat, the backs and go behind him and push him for more yardage now. That never used to be a rule. I wonder if that's a high school. Well, see, that'll be something I'm going to look
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
It used to be called aiding the runner, and that was illegal back in the day.
So Mona Shores takes a timeout with 1:43 left in the second quarter. 21-6, Sailors are up. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to monashoresathletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
Welcome back. Hey, we got a tease for you coming up shortly that you're going to want to stay tuned with.
You're going to want to stick around.
This
Second
is a good
half.
tease. The prognosticators got a tease. 1st and 5. It's 1st and goal at the correction. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Boy, that was a heck of a push because the ball was on. That was a 9-yard. A 4-yard push. He got.
Yep.
Wow, that was something. Motion from left to right. Going to fake jet. Van Dalsen, they're going to carry the ball. He's going to pick up about 5. He's going to pick up about 3.
We got a flag, late flag just came in.
3rd and goal at the 2. You got a flag somewhere?
Yeah, they just a late flag after the whistle was blown.
God,
The
it
play
could
was
be a
blown dead.
Right. So
It's
it could
definitely
be
got to be a personal foul.
It's got to be a personal foul.
The way that they're
late.
talking, it looks like it might be against Jenison. I haven't seen any reaction
Well, I haven't seen any reaction from anybody.
anybody.
They're having a long discussion out there. Officials are still conversing. We're on the far east side of Sailor, saying the north toward the north end zone. Here we go.
And
right
it
now.
looks like they're going to
wave it off.
Still no official.
We're on the northeast side of Sailor Stadium, where the band is there in the entry to our big
Okay,
banner.
we're going to get
there.
our
personal
foul
foul
against Shores.
Against Shores. So that's going to be automatic first down. It'll be half the distance to the goal. So it'll be first and goal from the 2.5 yard line.
Yeah.
Basically from where you kick the extra point from. Yeah. Basically speaking, though.
Yeah,
it's just strictly basically.
Again.
All right, first and goal. They're saying first and goal from the 1.
Noah, Grandma says hi.
Oh, my God.
Noah says hi, Grandma.
You know, can we just invite the whole family one time here?
You know, one of these times I'm going to show up here and the
I
entire
really
family
think
is going to be
this is just incredible. Is there like a great grandma's or anybody else that we're gonna? Haven't we heard? You know, we're gonna talk about this later on. I want to see the family tree next week. Big ball game. This is what I want to see because I'm gonna check off people that we've heard from or haven't heard from. That's don't say anything now.
I'm not going to say
anything. Okay, no, because we're Sailor Nation, and obviously some members of your side of the nation haven't been met yet. So it's going to be first and goal, 1:29 remaining. Now, clock is running. They have one timeout left, though. So it's going to be hurry-up offense. If they don't score, it's going to be a dive to number 2, and he's going to lose about 1. So now there's 1:16. They have to go up in hurry-up mode right here.
Now, I mean, you have 1:08. You don't want Shores to get the ball back. Honestly, you have all 3 timeouts. I would let that clock run down. Do you think they kick it, or do you think they try to put it in?
Oh, I'm trying to get it in. I'm down by 15. I'm too close. I'm surprised he's wasting so much time, though. You're under a minute.
I'm not.
No,
only because
okay,
of the fact
now Mona Shores is going to take a timeout. We're going to stay here because obviously you and I differ, and that's okay.
The reason I differ is offense for Shores has been a machine.
Yeah.
So you don't want to give them the ball back with 3 timeouts with a minute left. They're going to bring another score into the half. Run it down. Take your chance to put it in. Run a little time off the clock and make Shores work for it on the ensuing kickoff. That's where I would see it.
Yeah, okay, that's a logical thing.
It's a chess match.
Well, right. It's a chess match. I think I'm going to I've got 3 timeouts. There's 50 seconds.
2
I'm going to get
now.
the touchdown while I can get the touchdown. I'm not going to waste time only because.
Well, but understand, it's 4th down. So you're only going to do one more play.
No, it's not 4th down.
It is 4th down.
Oh, it is 4th down.
You only have one more play, so
right.
Run as much time off of that.
Yeah,
you're either going to get it or you
don't. So that's why Shores. God, now wait a minute. I thought it was first and goal.
No, they had run plays. They're up to 4th down.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
well,
they stopped them.
I'd call them out La La.
You were worried about my family. And
that's what I was. Right.
My great grandmother.
Right. I'm feeling neglect somewhere. All right. So it's 4th and 2. Motion, fake motion. Quarterback Keek Van Dalton's
Not
going to
get
carry.
it.
Sailors hold. Sailors with a great goal line stand stopped Van Dalton at about the 1 yard line.
45 seconds left. And that is a tight first down down there. There's no room to go backwards, that's for sure.
What? Great goal line stand. We had 2 of those in our game last night. That goal. I mean, it's such a good feeling when you stop a team at the 1 yard line. This is huge. Because, almost out of like the Rockford game where they scored just before halftime. Remember that 60-yard trap, fullback trap?
Yes.
That just changed the whole momentum of the game right there.
It did going into the second half.
Right.
This is another one of those momentum changers.
Right, so if they would have scored right here, boy, the momentum now switches a little bit.
Yep.
And you get a chance to make adjustments.
I think back to that Rockford game.
Oh, that Rockford. You have it over again. And guys, you hate to bring up sour notes, but what were they thinking? Oh, they're just going down there. We're going to run out of time. just that trap 6 yards on a fullback.
All it takes
and
is
that back's
one
a
little
great
miss like
back,
that.
but
That's right.
man.
Johnny, your mommy says hi.
Hi, Mom.
So you were asking about my family.
No, you know what? I'm
related to Charles Dickens. He's like a 13th grade uncle. That's no joke.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it seems like we're going to start name dropping. I'm going to start name dropping.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what we're going to get out of the Greek one over here.
Yeah, but I'm going to Google them right
Okay.
now. Boardsma with the keep. Boardsma on that left side. Boardsma's going to get
Little breathing
first down, it looks like.
All right, so if you're Shores here, you got 38 seconds left. You still have a timeout. I'm going to be driving down to get one more score on the board before the end of the half.
Yeah, why not?
35 seconds and it's counting. But they're not in a hurry.
They're not in a hurry.
So
See, I got 3 timeouts. Boy, I'm going to milk those.
No, you only have one. You have one timeout left.
Yeah, I'd still use it.
I think what they're planning, obviously, you look at it, the rain is down to a mist still. I mean, 21-6 is not a bad lead to take into halftime. You don't risk any type of injury. You got a lot of things that you're probably playing into. They're not going to run any other plays. I think they're going to.
Well, it looks like the Sailors, as Dan Van said, they're going to be satisfied. It is homecoming. It's OK Black Conference football at its best. Your score at homecoming halftime. It's Mona Shores 21, Sailor 6. Hey,
but
we got to tease.
We may not go anywhere just yet. Kevin, how you doing on your battery? Are you good? Give me a little shake there. Okay, perfect. We're going to take a quick break. We've had a few people request us to do the band at halftime. Kevin, are you up for the band at halftime?
Yes, he
is.
Look
all right,
that
perfect. So you guys are seeing.
This is fun. And Kimmin can hear us this year. Last year he couldn't. This is great.
So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We're going to be showing you guys the halftime show of Mona Shores Band.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. For all Mona Shores athletic information, you can go to monashoresathletics.com or find the Mona Shores Athletics page on Facebook.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a great halftime break. We certainly had a good one here. We're getting ready for second half action, but that teaser.
Yeah, that teaser.
The teaser's got to be announced, my friend. Go ahead.
We have been given the opportunity and the opportunity to show you live full video for the second half. So if you've stuck around, the 126 people that are still out there watching, you get to see the video along with our talk this time. So thank you very much for sticking around.
So, Jenison, and really, we want to welcome everybody. We're glad to bring it, and we absolutely want to thank Athletic Director Tom Conrad for allowing us to bring you this live feed. There must have been a flag. There's a flag at the 40-yard line. Kim, if you can get over on the far east side, on the north side of the 40 there. Offsides on Jenison. They were going to do the onside kick, so they will re-kick the ball, so no time had expired. So now Sailors in that got their hands defense just a little bit. And there's just a little pooch kick, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 35. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Sailors at the 35-yard line. And I don't know. I guess, I guess you try it because you're down by 15 right away and just see if you catch them off guard, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying what you can at this point. I think going into this, your team. You know whether or not you have the ability to adjust and take on this team. If you're Jenison, and I don't know them, intimate enough to know whether or not they still have that gas in the tank and the ability to do that. But if you don't, you try to get that catch them off guard type of a play. And it didn't pay off this time.
So 1st and 10 ball went out of bounds at the 40. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40. Twin formation, rows in motion here. It's going to be the jet fake. Boardsman's going to keep the ball. Boardsman's going to pick up about 2 yards on the carry off that right-hand side. Tackled by number 25 there. That's Garrett Blood on the tackle. So we want to welcome everybody. We're really excited to be able to live stream it back now for the second half.
We discussed it with Athletic Director Todd Conrad. He said, let's go ahead and show everything for the second half. Again, everything that we do is for the players, and it's for you guys as well. Obviously the decisions have to be with the school and the players, but our broadcast is for you guys, and we're going to continue to do everything we can for you.
Hatcher carrying the ball. Hatcher's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards on the carry.
It's out to the 48-yard line.
Larson on the tackle for the Jenison Wildcats. Jenison, this will be the last time we play Jenison during the regular season, unless we see them in the playoff. They are shifting now to the realigned OK conferences. They're bumping up with the big boys in the OK Red for 2020.
Yep, and again, we're gonna the OK Black is non-existent after this year.
No,
we're going to be going into the green,
which we were back in pre-Black era. So Boardsman's going to carry the ball. Bearsman's going to pick up the first down and about an extra yard. So picks up about 3 yards. Johnny, what do we got? Tackled by Dean. Caleb Dean on the tackle.
So, again, another observation that I had, and see if you pick this up. When Caden runs, the ball is way less protected than what I would like to see. He gets that arm up there. He gets that, if he's got the ball in his right arm, he's up here
swinging
like this.
It around
he's
there.
swinging it around,
yeah.
and it makes me nervous because all it takes is one perfectly placed punch, and that ball is loose.
Well, I'm going to watch it. And as a coach, we don't want that Hatcher going around that right side. He's going to pick up about 8. Going to be tackled by number 28 and number 7. There's Andrus along with Dean on the tackle. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Want to welcome everybody watching. Want to especially welcome my dear friend Lisa Bowers, who was listening to the band. She is now watching us. So, Lisa, this is for you. A big shout out. Glad that you're watching with us, along with all the others. We will be live streaming, but I'm going to let you bring that next week, my friend.
Sure, yep.
For the big one here at Hackley Stadium is going to be the Big Reds from Hackley Stadiums. No. Well, I spit it out wrong. The Big Reds will be leaving Hackley Stadium and coming over to Saylor Stadium for the game.
So Marie Burke, what you're seeing is still current at the bottom of the screen. Mona Shores 21, Jenison 6. We have 9:34 left in the third quarter, and we just fumbled the ball, giving the ball back to Jenison.
I think it was one of your keys, wasn't it?
Was.
A turnover the boards. And again, maybe the prognosticator that you are, it's come to life again. 1st and 10, balls marked at the 34-yard line. We got the jet to that right side by number 18. Is that a fumble there?
No, just a big stop.
Oh, okay.
Number 22, Brady Rose.
Brady Rose on the tackle of number 18, Walker. Gain of about 2 makes it 2nd down and 8. It's just a very light drizzle now. Hardly anything come down, so maybe the worst is over with.
Yeah, I think it is.
Lots of the umbrellas are down right now, which is good.
We got a false start on Jenison. It's funny. I'm looking at some of the comments that are coming across here, and somebody has accused me of jinxing Caden. But absolutely, they're seeing the same thing that I am with that ball getting out there and that ball protection when you're running. Caden has a tendency to let that arm fly. It's out there, and certainly, from a coach's perspective, that's something you can bring up, and you can start working with him on protecting that ball a little bit better. But I was hoping it wasn't going to come back to bite us. Snap back to the quarterback. He's not going to get anywhere, but maybe a yard. 3rd down and about 12.
The thing I like about social media is how they get to rip you a little bit, because you did jinx them. I don't know how else you want to say.
It's not a jinx. It was an observation.
It's an observation that turned into a jinx. It was bad karma. It was bad karma for you to even bring that up multiple times. It reared its ugly head.
It did.
So Sailor Nation, please reach out to him. Let him have it. Let him have it. Little pass downfield. It is caught on that far right side. It looks like it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Because basically what people say is you wished it into existence, therefore it happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you sleep better at night, with that saying.
I just want to say.
Hey, let's talk about that that
Look
sticker
at that!
you got
I
there.
donated. Yeah, you know what? Can we get in here?
Yeah,
to
let's
right
bring
here.
the booth up here.
Right here. Look at that. Right here. This is what I did. Right
Johnny
here today.
and
Johnny
you both.
Yep. Right here, baby. I'm gonna zoom in. Right. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. I donated to our first responders, and not only do I coach with one, but I get to have the honor of privilege every Friday to be with my dearest friend.
So what
it's a good thing. I just want to know where that money's going.
Well, it's going to the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
Okay, it's not going in your
Nope,
little
it's
pocket.
not going into my pocket at all.
Boy.
But our firefighters are out there again tomorrow during the day at the corners of Seminole, Lake Harbor, and Norton and Roosevelt. It's the Fill the Boot campaign. There's some other departments around the county that are doing that as well. Muskegon Township Fire used the G&Ls, both north and south locations, to do some fundraising for that. And ours are doing the corners. So
Jenison back to pass downfield. It's going to be overthrown. The intended receiver was number 4, Alexander Schmidt. Brings up the money down, defended by Rose. And Hobson brings up a 3rd and 10, 7:07 counting down. Ball's going to be marked at the Wildcat 45-yard line. So last year, playing wild, Jenison, during the regular season, they move up to the red. We go down, not down, we just make a horizontal move to the new black
move,
now. That was not in existence, but now is reincarnated.
Green.
We go from black to green. We got there. It's going to be picked. Oh, no! That's number 8. Gary Humphrey almost with a pick right there.
Gary looked downfield a little too soon.
Yeah, he did.
And that was a surefire pick. Could have even a pick 6. There was nobody on that side. And Humphreys actually made up a lot of ground on that to be able to do that. But alas, he dropped.
Yeah, Rose and Hobson dropping back to receive the apparent punt by Jenison. I say apparent because of the botched snap. First time, Rugby child trying to get the first down. I don't see him trying to do that here, but spread formation. Snap is good. He's going to go Rugby. He's going to look and see, and it's a low line drive. It's going to take a roll. It's not going to be returned by Brady, and it will be down at about the 35-yard line. So the Sailors, for the initial drive here in the ball game, have stopped Jenison. Your score remains 21-6. Hey, take a quick break. We're going to give you a minute, but come on back.
The Sailor Nation Sports Network would like to announce the first ever Pinnacle of Pride sponsor, the Sailor Classic. The Sailor Classic is a golf outing fundraiser created in 1990 and focuses on ways to enhance both the student athletes and the true fans' ability to experience all that Mona Shores has to offer. The Sailor Classic has provided a multitude of areas of financial support for athletics throughout the Mona Shores school system. In 2001, a foundation was created under the Sailor Classic to fund scholarships for qualifying student athletes. That fund has since grown to over $150,000 and has helped several students-athletes begin their college endeavors. The Sailor Classic is held every summer. For anyone interested in either becoming a sponsor in the Classic or simply participating, please see the Sailor Classic Facebook page for the most up-to-date information. Thank you, Sailor Classic, for your generosity and support of our Sailor Nation Sports Network as the very first Pinnacle of Pride sponsor.
Sailors, quick snap here. And it looks like Hatcher came about being tackled by a mass of humanity there at about the 32-yard line. I want to welcome everyone joining us. We have video along with audio for you for the second half, and we do want to thank, as always, Athletic Director Todd Conrad for allowing us to live stream the video portion. Obviously, we want people here. We always want you here, first and foremost. We want to meet you. The players want to see the fans.
Love to have these stands rumbling with the
and
fans.
especially next week, we hope for great weather. because we want to see all here.
Trey
Hatcher going to cut back. Hatcher's going to carry the ball for about 5, 10, 15, 20, for about a gain of 25 yards. Hatcher's up over 100 yards for the game.
Yep. 6:04 left in the third quarter, 21-6. Sailors are up against the Jenison Wildcats.
That offensive line, that offense has been together all year. Hatcher, Trovinger, Humphreys, Pierce, Rose, and Hobson are the skills. Your linemen, Sickinga, Bussard, Kloss, Pannell, and Waringo. Nice little out pass caught to Brady Rose. He's going to be run out of bounds for that game.
You know, actually, we'll say Brady he really hasn't had a whole lot of carries this game.
No, he hasn't.
Usually you see him. I mean, he's been involved all over the field, defense, special teams, that kind of stuff. That was the first pass that I believe this game that was to Brady Rose, and I don't necessarily think he had any handoffs either. Really been a lot of Caden Boersma-Keep, Trayshawn.
And Hatcher. That offensive coaching staff, Matt Kozak, offensive coordinator and head coach, Aaron James, Brian Sickinga, and Greg Vargas. Sickinga and Vargas doing the online, James running backs and receivers. Dave Check, defensive coordinator, Kyle Brott, D-line coach, Tyler Van Bergen, defensive back coach.
Nice little pass from Boersma to Hobson for a first down. Brings it down to the 25-yard line, 27-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:26 left, third quarter.
Nice little drive. Double tight formation. New little wrinkle here with a double tight. Boersma bats a pass going downfield. Brady Rose, it's going to be intercepted. Brady was open. It was just underthrown by Caden. Interception number 6, Alexander Edwards. Good route, good ball. It just wasn't over his head enough.
Yep, and I almost wondered, too, if he waited a half a second too long to throw that ball. You know, it was a play-action pass. When he dropped back, it seemed like it just hung for about a half a second longer in his hand. And that might have been enough for him to make up that ground.
So the ball on the interception in the end zone will be set at the 20-yard line. Trips to the left, split to the right. Empty backfield. Jenison back to pass. It's going to be a little swing pass. Whoa!
Now that was worth live streaming right there. That was worth live streaming. We're going to watch the stream as it comes across.
God, it was that picture perfect. What was the number on that one? Number 8 on the tackle right there. They're far away over there. Gary Humphreys on a picture-perfect tackle. Well read, well defended, and put the exclamation point with the hit. Little bunch formation on this left side. Jenison back to pass, being rushed. Escapes one route. There's going to be a flag.
That'll be a hold penalty.
Probably
bring it back.
Going to be a hold. It's completed the number 20. That's Shinnick. So that will bring that play back. It will make it second down and about 23 now for the Wildcats of Jenison. OK Black Conference action. 2 games left in the OK Conference season. 2 games left in the season. Can you believe we're saying that?
Really? It's Muskegon then Fruitport.
For Muskegon and Fruitport, buddy. It's going to be week 8 next week for us. Where is the time gone?
I'll tell you what. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Now, another thing to make a point out of, tonight, if the Sailors win, that gives them the magic 6 wins for the playoffs. Which, if they do get this, we'll be talking about doing another playoff seeding party.
Yeah, that's right. We will.
That's right.
Playoff watch party will be good. And this is going to be the last
Jenison
year.
Wildcats taking off, bringing it down to about the 19-yard line.
This is going to be the last year, the formats and the points. It's going to change around, and I'll try to get some information for next year. Because no longer will 6 wins get you in, because a lot of teams trying to schedule, fluff games to get their 6 wins and ins. Well, it's going to change around a little bit. Kind of like the NCAA did, where, the big boy schools, the Division I schools are getting all these powder puff games. Well, now, with the BCS championship series and everything, it doesn't fly anymore. You got to earn your right to get in there. So the
Well, and
committee
that's where
picks
you
it.
see, when they can, what is the formula? I mean, there's a points scored in a game, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So you start seeing those count now.
Right, more, right.
Games.
Yep. Oh, nearly picked off by Brady Rhodes with the slant across the middle. Right. Division I, the bigger, you play a Division I school, you get more points, and then Division II a little bit less, and so on. So remember a few years ago, well, in fact, last year we had that big boy schedule where we were playing everybody, all the Division I schools, and we win. Boy, that's a boatload of points. Not only that, but we hosted 3 games last year,
Sure did.
which is huge. So it brings up a 4th and 12. Ball's going to be marked back at the 18-yard line. Spread formation for the Wildcats. Again, the rugby-style kicking. It's a left-footed kicker. I just noticed it. Going to roll down to about the 48-yard line. And the inclement weather has raised its ugly head again. It is raining again here at Sailor Stadium.
It is indeed. 3:18 left in the third quarter, 21-6. One thing I would like to see is the Sailors close this out. 21-6, really it's a 2-score game still.
Oh, yeah.
And I really don't like that hanging around like that. It would take one mishap, a fumble returned for a touchdown, an interception, something like that. It's going to give Jenison too much hope. We need to put the nail in the coffin on this drive.
Yeah, and that's a great point. When you keep a good to average team within arm's reach of a victory, sometimes it can rear its ugly head.
Right.
And
Sure
you got to put them away when you can. And now's the time. This drive right here is to do it. Hatcher carrying the ball out of the power look. Going to dance around. He's going to spin one, but he's only gained about 2 yards on the carry. OK Black Conference action here at Sailor Stadium. It's homecoming.
I wonder if you're going to see a lot of ground and pound after that interception that was thrown in the end zone. You got Trayshawn Hatcher, you've got Caden Boersma, Andre Burke you could put in there and run some stuff.
Yep.
You really have an opportunity to just keep it on the ground. You run the time down off of the clock. You can score. You've been scoring all night using that ground attack.
Yeah.
Just put the points in the board, keep running the clock, and
let's get out of here with a win.
Let's
a win's
take
a
this
win. Right. And whether you win by big or a win's a win, and we move on to fight another battle. Hatcher carrying the ball.
Big battle next week.
Oh, it's a huge battle. I guess we could. Yeah, we'll start talking about it in the fourth quarter because it's going to be here. It's obviously probably going to be a sellout. It'll be standing room only, and we can only hope and pray that the gods above allows some great weather because we'd love to see everyone, and maybe we could even do a little family meet and greet down here with
Sailor. We're gonna have to do that. Anybody wants to,
we
get autographs from the great Greek guy.
Yeah, right. Well,
Nick Davros, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Minute 56 left in the third quarter. For those of you that are asking.
Hatcher fake to Hatcher. Boardsman's going to carry the ball. Boardsman going to pick up the first down in about 3 extra yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Sailors. So the watch party, we can talk about a win here puts us into the playoffs. We have the watch party. I think it was at Brands last year.
And that was fun.
I thought that was a nice time.
We did some interviews and that kind of stuff. So
the coaching staff players, we'll have to ask them again. The same little format I think would be fun.
Speaking of interviews, let's play
yes,
this
sir.
out.
Hatcher along that right side. Hatcher is going to be met for a gain of about 3 yards, going to bring up a 2nd down 7. Tackled by 7. That's Caleb Dean. And whatever, Joey? Number 28 here. That's Dylan Andrus. Go ahead. You were going to bring something up?
What do they call it? Is it the WZZM Sunrise Surprise?
Oh, they had that here.
Sunrise
on your sideline.
Yeah. Our boy Tyree Jackson was in the
I saw that, and I don't know if he's here today. I'm sure he is. It would have been nice if we could have had up here in the booth with us.
He was supposed to come up, but somebody thought that looking at it from weather and some other things that were going on, he may not make it.
Oh, okay.
Score update. Thank you, Mary Jenkins. After 3, Big Reds are up 51-0 on Union. Not a big surprise there.
Chronicle had him 59-0 final.
And it's going to be.
We got a sailor down over
not.
there, don't we? Is that what's on, or is that a
No, we
Wildcat?
have a timeout.
No, there's a player down over here.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, it's a medical
I looked
timeout.
over and I saw the timeout's not taken, so you're right.
I don't know if it's one of ours or one of theirs.
Well, let's take a little quick break.
Yeah, okay, we'll be right back. What color pants are those? Are those ours?
Sailor Nation Sports Network fans, now's your opportunity to become a sponsor. If you would like to get your name listed as an alumni or as a business and support this great thing we have going, please contact us on the Sailor Nation Sports Network group page. We'd be happy to list you and your business, or just you as an alumni, in support of these great opportunities for our young athletes. Don't forget that your sponsorship will also be rebroadcast anytime one of our programs goes on the Muskegon Channel 96 Government Access Channel. That's where it will be seen in its entirety every time we show you in our Sailor Nation Sports broadcast. Contact us today to get that sponsorship going.
I want to welcome everybody back here. Gary Humphreys was the injured sailor.
Brady
Rose across 10, 5, tightrope, touchdown. Brady, the utility knife, Swiss Army knife,
and we
Rose.
Just talked about the fact that we had not seen Brady brought into this offense a whole lot tonight. You give the ball to him a couple of times, and bam, he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, once again, the prognosticator prognosticates quite nicely and gets Brady Rose a touchdown. That's Brady's 8th. I'm trying to check here. Individual scores. I'm going to look at you. How many touchdowns Brady's got on the season? That's Brady's 7th touchdown of the season.
Yep, that is 7th.
Yeah, 7th of the season. Here we want to see the statistician for
the Bard family.
The Bard family, Team Bard.
So the extra point is up and good, making it a 28-6 contest now. Your Mona Shore Sailors are up in the third quarter with 59 seconds left. Take another break. We'll be right back.
Rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Want to welcome everyone back. I hope you had a quick break here. Sailors up 28-6. And just as you had wished, your wish came true. Little buffer, nice touchdown.
Yeah, we have way too much fun up here.
Oh, way too much fun. We really knew Sailor Nation what we put up, what the three of us put up from the commander-in-chief here. Kimmons up top, staying nice and dry and warm on a rainy night here in West Michigan. Boy, the temperature dropped too. Holy smokes.
Rain, go away.
Yeah, that's not happening. We're down to 46 degrees. When I left school today, it was 60, 64, I think. A little chillier now. Down almost
Cliff
20
Rundell
degrees.
says hi to us.
Who does?
Cliff Rundell.
Oh, how you doing, Cliff, buddy? How's that little? I think it was a granddaughter, right, buddy?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, glad to see that you're listening for us. We got a flag on the play. Probably going to be offsides on the Sailors. It'll come back. Cliff, glad to see that you're watching with us. Try to make it out next week, Cliff. Love to say hi to you. Big ball game. Big Reds coming into town. They're leaving the confines of Hackley Stadium and coming to picturesque Sailor Stadium here on the west side.
I want to point it out that the last time the Big Reds came to Mona Shores Stadium here, it was down to an onside kick.
Yeah.
And a possession that could have put us up. However, they called the onside kick as it did not go 10 yards, and we were able to look at our footage, and it absolutely. This is where we need that instant replay, and we need to have that challenge flag.
The Clash on the Coast coming up next Friday night. We want everybody here. We love that you watch, and we love that, at times when you can't watch us, you can hear us. We'd rather have you here because we want to meet you up close and chat with you and give us some feedback in person. We'd love to have you here.
Cliff says he's here.
Cliff is here?
Cliff is here, he says. If Cliff is down down there.
Down there somewhere.
I don't know. I'm going to look for Cliff. Maybe he's waving up at the booth at us here. If he's anywhere within the shouting or waving distance, we're going to be looking.
Puffer up against Fruitport, 9-0. Another okay Black Conference game. Fruitport, last time we played them this year, there could be a lot of firsts this year here.
Yeah, absolutely. So this will be the third kickoff now since the score. The first one was an offsides. The second one went out of bounds, and Jenison elected to have the Sailors kick it again. So,
and every time that happens, it's 5 yards. So now we kick off from the 30. DeKuyper. Keegan DeKuyper with the kick. There's a good one. It's going to go down at about the 20-yard line. Cross down to 30, 35, 40. Going to be tackled at about just shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked at the 38-yard line. Hey, Noah, where do you look up scores real quick? Huh? Preps MI?
Yeah. We're going to try and get some full set of scores for you guys for some of the other outlying teams. And Cliff is on the sidelines. Always watching from the sidelines, he says.
Well, how does Cliff get sideline pass, for heaven's sakes? That's what I want to know. Cliff, how do you do that, buddy?
I think maybe sidelines, meaning maybe the fence line. Is that right, Cliff?
Well,
maybe, possibly.
All right, I got some scores.
Quarterback keeper is not going to go anywhere. Makes it just about back up to the line of scrimmage, but lost about maybe a half a yard.
Got some scores here. Zeeland East 7, Byron Center 49. Zeeland East joins the OK Green next year.
Correct, yep.
Oak Ridge 28, North Muskegon 0. Boy, does Oak Ridge have a powerhouse. Grand Rapids Catholic Central 35, Spring Lake 7. We'll get you more scores as they come up.
So Fran Boyden, who is the mother of the band director, Jason Boyden, was a longtime teacher here from Mona Shores. And my favorite quote that she always said, she was one of my teachers, it was, "Good morning, my little chickadees." Fran, if you're still listening, thank you for that little memory. It was, "Good morning, my little chickadees." I remember you saying that almost every single morning. Colby Trovinger on a stop. We are at the end of the the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, 28-6. Your Sailors are up. We'll take a quick break, and we will be right back.
It's a fourth and final quarter here at Sailor Stadium. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats. OK Black Conference Action. It's week number 7, and we were just talking about it during the break. God, the halfback pass. It's a duck. It's a duck, and it's picked off. Is that Trovinger?
Intercepted by 5.
Trovinger along that side. Trovinger intercepts the wounded duck. That was a.k.a. a pass
from the
Wildcats, because that was duck season up there, boy.
Yeah, and what it was a little kind of a flip back. The quarterback basically gave it off, and then it was a trick play, trying to get a pass off. Very well read, and just as he was releasing the ball, I didn't see who came through the line.
That was an ugly ball. Let's just face it. Yeah, that was just an ugly duck flapping in the air, baby. So it's trips to the right, split to the left. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be marked right at the 50-yard line. You know, you were talking about some scores. I'd like to see maybe 1 or 2 more, to be honest with you, just to send a little message to the people on the east side of the state. They get so much more publicity than we do. Yep. And not only that, though, maybe we move up the rankings, you know, if something else happens, just to boost the upcoming game, because it's going to be sold out. Last time they were here, we had over 11,500 people here at Sailor Stadium.
Yes, it was a crazy. And we'll have, from a public safety standpoint, because of the number of people, we'll have a plan. There will be traffic plans, security plans, all kinds of emergency preparedness stuff. It's really quite the show out here. And if the weather is good, it's going to be a
I remember we had lights over there, portable lights
they'll
over
have those
there.
Again. Yep.
What I really like, this is though, we had up there on top of the Sailor Center, You had a police
Call
officer.
that the Eagle's Nest.
Yes, the Eagle's Nest. Would that be in the bald eagle, American
Brady
eagle?
Rose around the left side, going to go run out of bounds.
What kind
at
of
about
eagle
the
was
25.
it? Bald American? What kind of eagle?
Well, it depends. I mean, if it's me, it's a bald eagle.
Yeah. So up there, I thought that was so cool. So who gets to pull the duty on that? That would be really.
I was up there.
You were?
Not 2 years ago.
Can I just shake your hand a minute? God, I'm just going to shake your hand.
The year previous.
Yeah.
Was it the year
It's not
previous?
police officers up there then?
Yeah, there's police and fire. That's the incident commanders. Unified Incident Command is what we call
Oh,
them.
that's pretty cool.
So we kind of work hand in hand.
Is that going to happen this year again?
I don't know if we'll have them up in the top there or not. It really kind of depends on what we're expecting for crowd.
Yeah. Well, I got to think it's going to be a big one here.
I would say so as well.
Especially you're bringing in the 4-star, the high school player of the year in Cameron Mercedes, the Ohio State command. I mean, that's good.
Did I also see that there's some type of World Bowl that he just committed to playing to down in Mexico? I just saw something on the news. Cameron Martinez.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's some type of World Bowl or something.
Let's let Noah get on that
Look
here.
that up.
Yeah.
Cameron Martinez had just committed to playing in, it was like the World Bowl or something.
For what?
Like that. It's high school football players.
Really?
It's some honor that they had given to various different people. So, Mark Topping, one of our great firefighters, was just talking about the Eagle's Nest at training this morning. So we have a timeout on the field, or no, it's another injury. It looks like.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame World Bowl on December 21st.
I'm not sure. What is our? Somebody either called a timeout and they just haven't updated it on the scoreboard. 10:58 left in the fourth quarter. 28-6. Your Sailors are up. Noah did find it is the Hall of Fame. Pro Football Hall of Fame World Bowl in Mexico City. In Cameron
It's for
Martinez.
high school players?
Yes. Yep.
December 21st.
Wow, what a nice honor for him. So are we staying here?
December 21st. Yeah, we're still here.
Okay.
Yep. So that was what I had seen Cameron Martinez was going to be doing down in Mexico down in December. Good place to be in December.
Oh, it's a great place to be in December. First and 10, ball's marked at the 25, 10:58. Counting down, trips right, split left. Hatcher, the lone back. Hatcher going to carry the ball. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry, but go down to about the 21.5-yard line.
Trayshawn Hatcher wants a face mask on that last one, and I didn't see whether or not he got one or not, but he's pretty adamant that he had hands in his face the entire time he was being brought down. 10:34, and the clock is ticking left in this game, 28-6. 187 people watching us right now. Thank you,
Seriously?
everybody. Yep,
Oh,
187
how exciting.
people.
Where are they watching us from? I'm always curious.
I've seen Texas out there. I've seen some people locally that are watching. But if you guys feel comfortable, throw us a little shout out and tell us where you're watching from. We'd love to see
We'd
it.
love to see that, yeah. Just trying to get some data just to see and put little pins like on a map to see where we've been. Timeout, Mona Shores. So with 10:09 remaining, and boy, does this game just seem like a long game today for some reason. 10:09, we're going to take a break. Sailors up 28-6. Fourth quarter action here at Sailor Stadium. OK Black. Conference football at its very best. Mona Shores hosting Jenison Homecoming 2019. Andre Burks in motion, trips to the right. Hatcher along that right side. Hatcher hurdles. A couple people breaks
Hatcher's
loose,
still
goes
going.
to the 15. Eludes two more people. He cannot be stopped. Goes all the way down to about the 12-yard line. They're going to make him down to the 6-yard line. Hurdles, step-sided, stiff arm, 360. He did it all on that play.
So we got people walking home from the Harbor Cinema watching us. Phoenix, Arizona.
Wow.
100 miles away in Lansing. We've got Texas, North Carolina. Love this. Absolutely love that we have
Golly.
such a diverse amount of viewers out there.
Thank you very much. It's an honor, truly an honor to be able to bring this to you each and every Friday.
Absolutely.
Trips to the left, split to the right. Hatcher still the lone back. Surprised to see there's some more starters in there than at this point, really, to be honest with
Probably finishing out this drive. That's
you.
what
Yeah,
they're.
there's going to be a flag on the play, probably going to be a delay of game.
Keyshawn Somerville, Team 55, watching from Ohio.
Keyshawn, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Miss having you around here, I'll tell you that much.
Colin Vaughn says he's watching from the White House. I'd like to think that maybe somebody from the White House would be watching, but I don't know if that is exactly going to be. But we hope that's really.
Well, if not, they should be. I mean, I would think, shouldn't we? I mean, we are
Oh,
global.
absolutely, they should be. I
Please.
mean,
So delay of game is going to put the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 12 from the 12-yard line. So basically speaking, we're talking 1st and goal.
so I know you're always interested in this. We are up to 2145, 2,145.
Oh, are we really? Our goal is 2,500.
Yep.
Hatcher carrying the ball. Hatcher eludes one. Going to go down to about the 8-yard line. There's a fumble on the play. And it goes over to Jenison.
Oh.
Fumble on the play when the ball gets down to about the 8-yard line. So second lost ball of the ball game here, and one of your keys was that.
Yep, we got it.
Turnovers.
The turnovers.
And this one hurts especially.
And one of the other keys is taking advantage of when you have the ball, making it count. You got to get those points on the board.
Oh, my God. Is that a nice play in the number 58 there for the Sailors? Great job there.
And also on the keeper, Travinger on the stop.
Derek Pinnell on the stop.
On the carry. Tackled by number
24 gets the call. Buckouts. Tackle on the play. By number 50, Joey Cerner.
Joey Cerner on the tackle. Ball carrier was number 28. Dylan Andrus. Brings down a 3rd and 9. Ball's going to be at the 13-yard line. See, this would be a big stop right down. Now, here's a true money down right here. Deep in the own area. 5, 10. He'd probably be punting from about the 2 or 3-yard line.
The unfortunate thing, though, is that this was our ball inside the 10
yeah.
and we fumbled it.
It's going to be coming in. Oh, what a stick. Who is that? Colby Travinger.
Travinger came in like a rocket.
Like a rocket, like he got shot out of a cannon to disrupt the quarterback, and the pass goes errant. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 6. Ball's at the 13, so it's going to be a sure punting situation. And now this brings up an interesting scenario. If I'm a defensive coach, they've been doing, and he's a left-footed punter, he's been running to his left with a rugby-style kick. I don't know if he's going to do it right here, but we're going to see right here. Personal protector by him. There's a snap, just a little bit. Yep, he does it. It's going to be a short little pooch kick, going to go out of bounds at about the 32.
34.
34, 35, 30. No, he's walking back. 2, 1 at the 31-yard line. So
I got a question on that kick.
You had a lot of questions.
I do, and you're the guy with a lot of answers.
Oh, okay,
so
go
that's
ahead.
Exactly what I do. So, would it be a method of trying to contain that kicker or go after that kicker? Would you load that right side if he rolls out to his left? Could you load some gunners to go in there?
You could do that. Yep. Or you could slant your defense and go, from the line, instead of loading up, just slant him that way if you wanted to. But he's done it every time that way. Yeah, that's a great call. Fumble on the play. Oh, my God, this has just got to drive Coach Koziak up a wall. It's a 3rd lost fumble of the game, 2nd time in the last 2 plays.
4th quarter, 7:45 left, 28-6. The Sailors somewhat comfortably up, but these fumbles.
Well, it's just turning into an ugly game now.
Crazy.
What it's turning into is just turning into a game of, misfortunes that are being self-inflicted on themselves. I mean, that was just a bad handoff. I mean, it wasn't like he got tackled or anything like that. Twins to the top, split to the bottom. And it's going to be a gain of about 2. Ever since that first drive and the one pass that was dropped over there, they really have done nothing.
Yeah, they haven't.
The defense has really stepped nicely because of the ineptness of the offense, really, in this fourth quarter especially. I mean, I don't mean to sound bad or anything, but this has not been a sharp game, to be honest with you.
No, and honestly, going in, this is where you really want to battle test everything that you can going into next week.
So. Well, you want to test, you want to hone some of these skills that you're going to carry right now. Now the coaching staff's got to figure what happened. Why did we? Let's regroup. Let's work on these things instead of, hey, let's have a nice crisp game. Let's get out of this healthy and prepare for Muskegon.
Right. Yeah. Healthy is something that's the only thing that's going to be our friend going against that team. And we're going to have to play an absolutely 100% perfect game. We are going to have to do that.
Muskegon, the overall #1 ranked team in the state and the 20th ranked team in the country.
Yep.
And so there's going to get some national attention as well, just because of the magnitude of the game that's going to be coming up next Friday here at Saylor Stadium. We want to personally invite everyone, please come out. If it's a nice night, and I'll talk to the Greek gods, please come on out. As we say in education, butts in seats for count day.
Yep.
Hey, we want to see you guys here. We want to see the
make
fans.
This stadium just rock. We
want to see you, and we'd be honored to meet you. Kimmon's going to be up top, up in the bird's nest up there, and then just as always, the visionary that he is. The idea to do this, you and Kimmon, I can't thank the both of you enough just to be part of this family. And we got, Joey, Connor, and Noah back from Michigan. Here tonight, it's just a joy. 6:09 counting down here in the fourth and final corner.
That would be Johnny.
Did I say Joey? I'm sorry, Johnny. Yes, Joey, Johnny, Sam. Just pick a name.
Oh, those are very different.
Yes, they are. Johnny, you're not a Joey.
Yeah, I would be Joey.
Yeah.
And Dawson calls his own number.
So it's going to gets back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd and 5, 5:33 counting down in this homecoming game. Chilly, wet night here in Saylor Stadium. Twins to the right, split left.
Jenison trying to make something happen.
I'm trying to get a hard count and get him to jump offside to get that easy first down. Want to congratulate Coach Swanker and his freshmen improving to 5-2 on the season. 14-7 come from behind victory at Jenison. Mona Shores JV escape a narrow victory, 8-0 at Jenison, improving their record to 6-1. Both teams will be on the road one more time at Muskegon High School, Hackley Stadium. Both teams in the running for a conference championship at the sub-varsity level. So if you can make it out, love to see everybody there. It's going to be timeout on the field. It'll be timeout Jenison on the 4th and 1. We're going to take a break. Please take one, but come back for the conclusion of this great ball game.
Your Sailor Nation eye in the sky tonight is Kimmon Kodos from Impact Media Group. For any production needs that you may have, contact him at the listed email below.
It's homecoming, Saylor Stadium. Want to welcome everyone back. It's 4th and 1. Ball's going to be marked at the Saylor 41. We're 5:01, counting down to week number 7, wrapping up. Little jet going to that far side. He's going to get no. Oh, it all depends which way he threw him. If he threw him forward, it's going to be a first down. If he tossed him back, he's going to be short. I'm looking at the fish on the far side. Boy, it's close. They're going to bring the change. They're going to give it to him.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. So 4:51 left in the fourth quarter, 28-6. Your Sailors are up. Jenison trying to make something out of the last 5 minutes of this
and
game.
boy, that was a risky call, I
was.
think. Just because you had to run so far horizontally to
about
get
the
1
horizontal-
yard.
Yeah, we talked about that horizontal movement.
Trips to the left, twins to the right. Jenison back to pass. Got a little time, a little dunk pass over there. He's covered by number 5, Kobe Trovinger, incomplete. 4:31 remaining here. It's homecoming. OK Black Conference action. Last year for the old conference, for the OK Black. Next year we switch colors. We're going to my color. Let's think about
that
this.
right?
Olive. The OK Olive.
The OK
Olive Conference. Yep. We're not going to go green.
We're going
Next
out.
year at this time, it'll be OK Olive Conference action.
Sailor Nation,
you know what?
Sailor Nation fans, why don't you chime in as to whether or not we should call it the OK Olive Conference?
Well, yeah, extra virgin, please. They're going to chime in. They'll be positive, guaranteed. They're good. There will not be one negative. I've got faith in.
We'll see.
Jenison rolling out. Number 2, he's scrambling, trying to get a little dump pass. Oh, Brady Rose. No,
Nope.
Yeah, is that Brady?
Nope, number 20.
Number
So,
20
Nolan
on the
Casher.
tackle right there. Casher on the tackle. Okay, Olive Conference action. It's got a ring. Okay, green. Nobody likes green. That's puffer, for God's sakes.
OK Olive.
Yeah. The OKO.
Maybe it's just something that's got to sit and
Well, it's got to
marinate.
That's what it's got to do. The OKO Conference. Okay, Olive. OKO. Oh, I listened to that. God.
The OCO Conference.
The OKO. Yeah.
It is a long game, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a very long game. 3rd and 10, ball's at the 40-yard line. Jenison dropping back to Pat. Boy, he's got a lot of time. He's got all day.
We dropped everybody back. We only have 4 people.
Yep, there's going to be a pick. No.
Just about.
Is that Trovinger? Yep. 5. It looks like 5. Yep. Trovinger. 4th down and 10. You know, you have no choice but to go for it here. 4th and 10. Ball's at the 44-12, counting down. OK Black Conference action. So
Cliff agrees with you. He could do Olive.
Thank you, Cliff. You know I love you, dog. See, Cliff, former student of mine. They're loyal. There is loyalty. There's deep loyalty in the Greek heritage.
How about Hunter? Hunter Green. Okay, Hunter. That was one of the suggestions.
It can be like 1 and 1A. I can maybe go with Hunter, but Green just, yeah. Somebody really said Hunter?
Hunter, yes.
Yeah, well, I can live with Hunter.
Absolutely. Kevin Detloff says shaken, not stirred. Okay, Olive. Shaken, but not stirred.
Yeah. Shaken, not stern. James Bond. So let's talk next week.
Yes.
Muskegon coming in.
Yes.
Initial keys to the game.
Well, your initial keys to the game are to play
error-free football.
Well, not even just error-free. You've got to be executing at the highest level that you can possibly execute. We have a task to overcome on both sides of the ball the athleticism, the design of what they have going for them. Yeah. We really, truly have to make every single play count. Take advantage of turnovers. Try to force some type of turnovers. That is not something that Muskegon does very often, but if you can get them, disrupt what they normally do. If you can disrupt them and you can get a couple of turnovers, you can put yourself in that game pretty quick.
And I got another key in just a minute. Trips left, split to the right. Jenison back to pass. Still having time. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket. It's going to be, no, he loses one back. Ball spins around, across about the 45, and it's going to be out of bounds. Pass will be out of bounds on that 4th time. So the Sailors hold Jenison to not getting the first down. Ball will go over on turnovers. It'll be 1st and 10, Mona Shores. Exactly 4 minutes remaining in the game. For me, the number one thing that they have to do is on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
How do you stop Cameron Martinez?
And that's the
They
disruption.
have a big offense, not 6'6", 300 pounds like last year, but they're big and they're good.
Yeah. And
they bring a lot of kids back. Number 1 ranked team in the state in all divisions. 20th ranked team in the team. They're doing something right. And Shane Fairfield, he's got a juggernaut over there. 6 out of the last 7 years in the OK Conference.
Brady Rose
is out of. It's going to be out of bounds over here. Yep. Just stepped out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
And you have an athlete like Cameron Martinez. He can beat you with his feet. He can beat you in the air when he's throwing.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple of good receivers, running backs out of there. I mean, they're
good.
just
They're just flat out good, right?
Very, very well.
You got to save the best for next Friday.
Yeah.
You literally do.
Yeah.
Error-free, penalty-free.
I mean, it really has to be the pinnacle of the game that you can play. That what you have inside you, you're going to have to bring next week. And I'll tell you what. Look at it from the standpoint of if they were able to bring that win. If they did that, boy, I'll tell you what, this Sailors team would be riding absolutely high.
Oh, yeah. Hatcher carrying the ball is going to pick up about 7 yards, going to bring down a 2nd down and 3. Here, so we're going to be hosting one more game. End of the regular season, hosting home games is next week. It's our last regular season game of the season.
Yeah.
Home game for us.
Yes, it is.
In 2 weeks, we're at Fruitport.
That's right. A couple of questions out here. Jennifer Parker, why are they changing conferences? Is it every 4 years they realign?
Every 4 years, there's a realignment. That is correct.
So it's the realignment eliminated the black. Mona Shores, along with a few other teams, are going into the OK Green. So that answers that question.
And it's based on size of school first, location second. Hatcher carrying the ball is going to get the 1st down. Okay, so now I get to the point. Game well in hand. It's out of hand. Got a lot of friends. Put Burks back there.
Sure.
God, I certainly. Let's get some of these other kids in here.
Travinger coming in.
Yeah, Travinger's still in.
Brady Rose is out
I'd sure
there.
like to see Andre maybe get sore. But again, Coach has done a phenomenal job with the staff. Who am I to question anything? I just would hate to see somebody get hurt in a game that's, in hand. Rose in motion.
Although
Travinger in motion. Correction's going to break through. Travinger's going to break through down to the 5. He's going to be run out of bounds at about the 3-4 yard line. Clock's going to stop.
Another coach question there for you.
Okay.
You have a couple of fumbles with this group.
Yep.
Do you let them finish this game out on a positive note? Do you keep them all together on the field? Do you let them drive through and score when they just had 2 possessions and they fumbled on both of them? I mean, is that a legitimate reason to keep them out?
It could be. It could be that, let's get it done. Let's feel positive about the win. Or conversely, though, do you pull them? Yeah, I don't think you pull all of them. But that's going to be Travinger with the touchdown. Kobe Travinger putting just a little icing on the cake, or as you stated, the proverbial nail in the coffin.
That's right.
Put that nail in the coffin.
So a question Ethan asked, how many games do we have to win in order to get in the playoffs? Current setup is 6, and this would be our win number 6 for the season.
That is correct.
So as we continue to win, obviously it will make a bearing on our playoff watch party, with the seating and everything else. So
have not seen, though, what I haven't seen yet, though, out by the MHSAA is the point totals. Where are we right now in each region of each division?
Yep,
and I'll start looking that up next week because this is week 6. Now's the time that they were doing the Kuiper with the kick, Rose with the hold. The execution is good. Sailors comfortably up by 29. It's 35-6. We got 2:30 remaining. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I am looking up Sailor Nation Sport. If you go to this site, it's called Snooze to You. It gives you, there's this gentleman that does mapology of all the divisions and all the regions in each division. If the playoffs were to start tomorrow, Midland would be hosting Alpena. Midland at 6-0 right now. Alpena at 3-3, he projects this. Traverse City Central would come, we would go up to Traverse City and play Traverse City Central, both teams at 5-1.
Wow.
And then Lowell, then he's got Byron Centerfin, so we would have to go through that region. We're in Division 2, Region 1. So if you want to go Snooze to You, look at it. We'll bring more as the outcome, but they should be. It should be in Tuesday or Wednesday's.
Well, and once you get
Chronicle.
past your seventh game of the season, that kind of stuff, then people start really looking at, okay, where are the points? Where are we at?
Right.
Now that we've made it, how are we going to fit into this? What is it going to look like?
And are we going to go to the north? Are we going to go to the south? Where are we going to go? Who's going to be hosting? Obviously, more wins. And, another loss might – well, it's just going to hurt another loss because we may not host any.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
And so that then the family here, say the Nature Sports, is on the road.
That's true. And, honestly, I tell you, but that would really be some sweet icing on the cake to win next week.
Oh.
If that means
not
only are we
huge
beating
points.
that
huge
monster of a team, but we would also have a better chance at hosting some games here at Sailor Stadium.
Yeah. Yep. Brings down second down 7, ball at the 39-yard line. So as we beginning to wrap up this little game, for the most part, it's a good win. Any win is a good win. Some are better than others. I thought the first quarter we looked great, though. Very methodically moving down the field and scoring some touchdowns. Couple things concern me a little bit. The turnovers, obviously the fumbles. Coaches will look at film. Was it the mesh? Was it the weather? Stuff like that. But overall, a win's a win. I think we got out of here healthy. We get out of here with another W. We get out of here qualifying for the playoffs.
Yep.
But in the big picture of things, down the road, it's really going to be the clash on the coast coming up next
That's
week.
right.
And
another good thing to take out of this game too is the defense adjusted. Only kept them to that one touchdown on the very first drive.
Yeah.
The defense has been the solid mark of this.
Oh yeah.
The turnovers have kind of hurt us on. If we would have been able to score on the possessions where we had those turnovers,
down
this
here
game
in the red
really,
zone.
this game really would have been out of hand.
Yeah, it might have been a running clock.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you scored
the turnovers.
That,
yeah,
right. It is what it is, but
Official timeout.
we got an official's timeout for what?
Not sure. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sailors up 35-6 against the Jenison Wildcats on this homecoming Friday 2019.
Yeah. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight.
And I'm glad we were able to bring it the second half live. That's
as always, thank athletic director Conrad.
Absolutely. Oh, we got a player down.
We got a player number 81. That's there. Johnny Hall didn't brief us on that
51.
51?
Yep, 51.
That's why Johnny Hall didn't. That's Kopchinski. Chopsinski. Chopkinski?
Chopkinski.
Could that be? Well, we could go two versions. We could go the Polish version, Chopkinski, or we could go the Far East version, Chopchinski.
I think he's okay. He's off the field.
Is
so,
he? Okay.
well, yeah, and
you obviously didn't like what I said. So
what I'm thinking is
no. What you're thinking?
Chop. Whatever we did to your name, we apologize.
That's right.
On Sailor
Yeah, I want to thank my colleague Joe Kanukin for butchering your name, but we do love him very much.
Beautiful hit.
Oh, yeah.
48 seconds left in this game, and once again, we are having way too fun. We did have that all on the booth camera, too, by the way. I just wanted you to know
it's third down, 7 balls at the 37. We're under 30 seconds counting down. Again, Athletic Director Conrad, thank you very much for allowing us to bring in into the homes of you, no matter where you are watching and or listening.
Yes.
Hey, it truly is our honor. We do have too much fun. We hope you like the broadcast. We truly enjoy bringing it to you each and every Friday. We're going to have an expanded version this year as well. More basketball games, some hockey games. And we want to improve. We want to hear your feedback, though. That's probably the most important thing to us is positive or negative. And obviously, we want to hear all the positives. But if there's some things that we can improve on, please let us know. Kim just does a phenomenal job up there in the company. It's cold, it's damp. But we were able to get him something to keep warm.
Yep.
And but we've come to the end of Homecoming 2019 and here at Sailor Stadium, OK Black Conference action. Your final score, Mona Shores 35, Jenison, the Wildcats 6. wrap up, my friend?
Well, we come out of here relatively unscathed, and we go into next week with high hopes of upsetting. It's a David and Goliath kind of
literally
kind of
David
a
and
moment,
Goliath,
and we know how that story turned out. So hopefully we can reenact it here on this.
So
field.
for Kim and Codis up in the booth, Noah Kanukin down here.
We got to get these guys in here one more time before we say goodbye.
Johnny, the fresh cut do hair. Look at. He kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog here with the cut right there. Looking good there. We've got Connor Fritzmeyer out doing something. You know what? He says he's out scoping girls for homecoming. Bottom line, that's all he's doing. He's just using, hey, let me get you on camera here doing that right there. That's what he's doing. For my dear friend Joe Kanukin, a.k.a. the firefighter extraordinaire, I'm Nick Davros. We hope you enjoyed the outcome. We know the outcome was good. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. My friend, any last comments here for everybody?
No, I think you've got it covered.
I think it's
we'll
good. We'll see everyone next week.
We will.
Please come out, join us. We want to meet you. So from the family, good night, everyone, and have a great weekend. But you got to click a lot of.
This is Sailor Nation Sports Network. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.